As a young man, it's no doubt extremely difficult to navigate today's trials and tribulations of the world, and it gets even harder when your natural biological imperative is not satisfied. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the need for intercourse and reproduction is one of the first things that we need to have in order to feel fulfilled. When your hormones start to develop, it's natural for you little bastards to think about nothing other than bumping uglies with damn near everything that moves. Trust me, when I was an adolescent, I can attest your boy was a menace. The unfortunate reality is that this blind and lustful pursuit can very well be the beginning to your end if you aren't careful.
I heard your porn addiction is strong. Let me fight it.
Denji and Makima's relationship, giant air quotes, in Chainsaw Man will highlight what could possibly happen to you as a young man. And for those wondering, you will not hear anything beyond season 1, so you are safe there. Denji was a troubled kid who sold parts of his body in order to pay off an enormous debt his father had left behind. Eventually he was tricked and nearly disposed of by the same group he lived his entire life to pay back. And when Denji was murdered by the zombie devil and basically left for dead, the Chainsaw Devil Pochita fused with Denji, thus creating the Chainsaw Man, turning Denji to an absolute badass of a fiend. Once he murdered the zombie devil, a woman named Makima came to him, hugged him, and took him in as her own. The interesting part about this though is that she recognizes Denji as nothing more than a dog. Literally, she has this dude barking whenever she asks.
Like it?
And having been smitten at first sight, Denji complies with all of her demands. So Makima has entered the picture. We know Denji's a horny bastard, and essentially, Makima's the person he wants his first time to be with. Unfortunately, Makima knows this, and she uses it against him. Coupled with the fact that she has great assets, she's deliberately manipulating Denji. Denji is willing to risk his life in the pursuit of copping a feel. That's literally what he says. Eventually he gets his wish and realizes that it's not as great as he thought, and upon hearing this, Makima finds another opportunity to seduce him. Makima seductively engages Denji and promises that if he kills the dangerous gun devil, then she will make any wish of his come true, heavily implying intercourse. At least that's what the first thing Denji's thinking about.
What is she saying? What is she saying?
It soon becomes apparent that Makima has absolutely zero intention on doing anything with Denji. She just knows that Denji will literally do anything she asks. See, the problem isn't having a woman that you're attracted to and wanting to pursue her. The problem is throwing out your self-respect in pursuit of pleasure. Denji will do the absolute stupidest and riskiest shit if it means that he can be with a woman. How many times can you recall a friend of yours doing something completely silly and out of character in pursuit of the kitty? I've had friends in the past, quote unquote, throw me under the bus in order to get with a woman. How many times can you recall someone's life get ruined because they got with the wrong woman? At least she was bad though, right? Which is how they like to justify it. The lesson here is that while it can be all good and fun, you can just as easily lose yourself when engaging in risky behaviors. Men nowadays are plagued with loneliness and resort to extreme measures to have that need for companionship fulfilled. Now, I don't blame you, it's a very powerful feeling, and one that I myself have had to deal with on many occasions, but I need you to remember that you are strong, you can and will make it through any periods of self-doubt and loneliness. If you haven't already, I highly recommend a book called Think and Grow Rich. The author is named Napoleon Hill, and he coins a concept called sexual transmutation. This is when you use the pent-up energy you have and put it towards good use. Is it wrong to want to have sex with someone? Of course not. But sometimes it's just not available for us, and that's okay. In that case, utilize this time to create something that you've always wanted to be a part of. Lift some weights, read some books, start your YouTube channel, whatever you can think of. This is an opportunity to move the needle and push forward. Or you can be one of those guys who have a high body count and nothing to show for it. The choice is yours.
You're a douchebag. Douchebag. Douchebag.
If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord in the description. I'm planning on creating a series of self-improvement surrounding the lessons from anime characters. If that's something that's interesting to you, remember, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you think. They've inspired me, so I know they've inspired you. This is your Sensei Kinkai. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Deuces.
5, 3, 3